Alright, I'm Sovereign Sage. So, at the end of my last video, I had to cut it because I had to leave to go do something. And in the midst of me doing that, I played just a little bit ahead. Not very far at all. I'm actually exactly right where you think I'd be. So, not only that, like I said, these videos don't get viewed too well. Maybe they'll become important to somebody else later on down the line, since I am doing a full complete run of showing where all the ghost circles are, as well as trying to show where all the damn dolls are. And I also show things in these games that people who haven't played the original would never know. People that are just getting into these games hop into them and think that it's just like, oh, I get to go around and look for ghosts, when they don't understand that there's an actual story to these games. And it kind of does frustrate me when you get people thinking that that's what these games are about, or thinking that that's what these games are, when they're actually more deeper than that. It's not like normal horror games where it's like, run through a house and get scared. No. Hell no. These games are in depth. Each of the ghosts were once people who have their own stories that tie into the main story of the area in which our characters are in. And then the characters themselves have their own stories that tie to the place in which they're in. So there's like more in-depth shit happening, that it's not like other horror games that you see on Steam or something where it's like, oh, play for 10 minutes and find all the scares. No, these Fatal Frame games are usually in more depth than that. And I feel like if you can't take the game serious based on its story and get into the depth level in which it is, you probably would never really be able to enjoy them or get into them or any of that crap. And I'm somebody who actually does. I do get into them, and I do get into the storylines, and I get into the depth and everything of them. And not only that, I've been doing something that I don't think anybody else is really doing, is I'm transcripting the remake versus the original. Meaning, I'm reading what the original text is versus what the remake text is. And they've been remaking a lot of games lately. Like, they even fucking remade Resident Evil 4. And I'm sure that game doesn't play like the original either. But anyway, I played just a little bit ahead. I also gave my boy some glasses. I think I know how I'm able to unlock stuff. I think as you're playing from character to character, you need to start buying items for them. Because I noticed that these glasses opened up, but I haven't gotten any outfits for him. When I've already gotten 2 outfits for Ruka that have showed up, but I still haven't gotten any outfits for Misaki, which is hilarious because I've actually bought items for her. I bought the flower and the glasses, so I don't know what is causing certain items to open up for other characters, but not others. Like, how is it that Ruka's getting 2 outfits, yet Misaki and Choushiro haven't even gotten 1? And they do have outfits in game right here. You can see where he has a total of 4. I don't know if these are the DLC ones, but I've only ever seen 1 DLC outfit for him, which was the damn swim shorts. And then when it comes to Ruka and Misaki, they each get 2 Mandarin dresses and I think 1 or 2 swimsuits. But I think those are added through DLC. I don't, like, even if these were DLC outfits, I don't think they would be displaying them to me if I haven't bought them. So because every game, the Fatal Frame games have unlockable default outfits that you can get in-game that are not DLC. The only games that have had DLC is Fatal Frame 4 and 5, because Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3 did not have DLC. Those games were not DLCable, and they were not DLCable because they were originally PS2 games. DLC did not start becoming a thing until like PS4 and then the Wii U and the Wii and other consoles like Xbox and shit. When it comes to the default PS2, there was no such thing as DLC for that system. It was incapable of it. I feel like DLC became a thing when the PS3 came out. So, and I have my original PS2, and there's no DLC on that. That shit doesn't even hook up to the internet. I think it does have a cord in the back for it, but it just doesn't do that. So I'm pretty sure he has 5 outfits. He has his default outfit, which is this, and then he has 4 other outfits in game that he can get. I don't know if one of these that are locked off counts as the DLC, which it would just puts him in swim shorts. And I don't really care to play around with a character like that. I think it's just fan service, but I'm not actually attracted to Choushiro like that. He looks more like a character from like Yakuza 0 or something. I'm not actually attracted to him at all. And the only reason why I was attracted to Ren Hojo in Fatal Frame 5 is because he looks exactly like Shushu from Dynasty Warriors, which is made by the same people. Koei Tecmo make these games, and a lot of their characters they reuse some models or reuse assets of models, and basically Ren just reminded me of that. And because Shushu is like my husbando, of course I would be drawn to someone who looks like him. But Choushiro, I don't see him like that. He's too fucking serious looking. He has too much of a, like, I know bullshit type of look on his face, you know? Like, he looks like a serious man who doesn't take no shit from no one. So I put glasses on him to make him look educational. Let's go down. Yes, like I was saying, like I tried to say 5 times before I cut myself off. There's a door that you come to get through here. That door there. And he was like, a door, it looks really old. How come I didn't notice that when I came here the first time to save Ruka? Because he didn't. I do have to find something down here, so I should probably switch my lenses. This is a small area to fight something in, so there should be something that appears on the wall right here on my left. Kind of have to, okay. You have to hold the flashlight. Okay. So I think it's one of the mask guys that I fight down here. And you can see how small this area is. So I'm kind of a little worried about that. I don't know if that guy's gonna be all up in my way and shit. Knowing me, probably will be. Because this is a tiny fucking area. But we're working on it as we go. So I'm gonna get ready to pick up like a piece of paper here, and I'm gonna read what the remake says, and then I'm gonna read what the original says, so we can keep, because that's what I've been doing, and I'll keep doing it until the end of the game. But like all my other Fatal Frames though, my first playthrough is usually always serious, and then every other playthrough after that is just whatever. But I kind of feel slightly disappointed, just because I know how this game is. Compared to the other Fatal Frames are more funner for me, and I do feel like going through them multiple times. As for this one's too serious, like, oh, run around and get attacked by psycho patients with masks, and it's like, the other games had more freedom for me to just run around and do shit, and you actually had like, not like a full-on run. Well, at least in Fatal Frame 5 you did. And the world felt a little more open. As we're here, it's open but it feels closed at the same time. And Fatal Frame 2 is just a classic game in itself, which is why it's fun to go through numerous times. 1 is completely different compared to all of them. It's like the whole set, the whole feel, the way everything is. So that one's unique as well. And then 3 is truly, truly a classic. I love 3. Mainly for the story, and the way that game plays as well. It's also longer. I feel like Fatal Frame 3 is the longest Fatal Frame game. Fatal Frame 1, 2, 4, and 5 are too short, as where 3 feels like it goes on for fucking ever. Sometimes it feels like it just goes on forever. Which I'm going to be redoing a playthrough through 3 once I'm done with this one. I still have to finish the other one I did for 2 that I started before this one, where I was going through it again for fun, recording on my phone. I could re-go through 1, but the problem is I never finished my playthrough for 1 on my channel. Because I got myself deadlocked or soft-locked when I went to go to the blinding mask door, where Miku gets the blinding mask, and she puts it in the pedestal to open up that door. You have to fight 2 ghosts on the way down there, and I have no healing items, and I basically soft-locked the shit out of myself because I had played so fucking terribly that I have no healing items, I have no film, I have nothing. And I have to fight the blinding mask ghost and like some other guy on the way down to get to the door. And I can't defeat the lady enough to get past it. So I might have to restart the whole fucking thing all over. So I'm soft locked horribly. And what I mean soft locked, meaning I can't win or lose. I'm literally deadlocked. And I don't know if I want to restart that one anytime soon. Which is why it's horribly postponed. But anyway, the gap isn't very big. Don't fucking say it like that, dude. It might collapse if I force my way through. Jesus Christ, this wording. But he isn't wrong. Man, that sound is oppressive. So scribbled last words. This looks like a note written by someone who died here. I don't want to die in a place like this. I've heard the stories. The day of tranquility is here. They say back then, some people came down to this place and they were spared, but not this time. Who did this? The rite of descent. She. Kiraiko, ceremony of passage. She's here. That woman is here. I saw her. Her blossomed face. Her warped, smashed, twisted, destroyed face. That seems like he's hating on her so bad. Blossoming face, warping, breaking, blossoming, twisting, blossoming, defiled, ending, blossoming, blossoming. Yeah, that guy's losing his shit. So that's what this version says. The original says, I don't want to die here. I heard a legend about the coming of the day without suffering. See, they changed it. It's called the day without suffering, but here it's called the day of tranquility. I don't know why they changed that. So, okay, the day without suffering. A legend which says that those who hide here are the only ones that will survive. That seems like a joke. Someone performed it, the ceremony of passage. Yeah, that's why I said Karaiko. That woman has come. The woman's blossoming. I saw her face. Warped, crushed, twisted, impure. I saw her face. Blooming, faced, warped, crushed, blooming, twisted, blooming, impure. It's the end. Blooming, blooming. So that's what the original says. The original Wii version. Yeah, now that guy's gonna get me. I know you're here. You might as well come on out. Yeah, look at you. What do you want, bro? I forgot it doesn't work that way. Shit, hold on a minute. How do I use the lens power with him? Because it's a flashlight, not the same as the camera? No, I think I just have it equipped because the lens is equipped. I think he has it by default. I think it's default. I think I have it by default. Yeah, I think so. He's walking behind me. Can you like, fuck. Maybe I don't have it by default, because my spirit power is not going away. Let me try something, hold on. Let me wait for when he appears again, so I can see something, see if I have it. There we go. Yeah, it is the same, it is R1. Fucking serious, bro? That's why, because I haven't used his lens power at all since I've had him. I have not used the lens power once. So I wanted to see how it worked. It is R1. Well, good to know. 714 place of death. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Alright, I know how that works now. Off we go! Because in the end of my last video, we left Ruka here, which is funny, because Ruka's not here now. What the fuck? Bathing moonlight. Yeah, so here we're gonna get attacked by some ghost people who love elevators. Man, he walks so jank. Like, holy fuck. So the director's office connects here. He was involved in the disappearances after all. That's good. fucking good, bro. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Back up. Yeah. I killed her. She is no longer a threat. They're trying to impose me. Okay, be careful of my moon power. Come here, I know you're leader. I know you're the leader. I know you're the leader. You suck. What do you want? I thought I got her. Are you serious? Hey, you want to like come out of the wall? Do you want to like come here? Huh? Stop. Fucking stop, alright? Fuck is wrong with you? Trying to investigate here. I'm a very important detective. They should all be gone. The door is being sealed by a powerful force. I don't know, should I... That's automatic. The doll! The doll! Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on. It stopped. Go down. She's around the corner. Hey! You look good. Are you the one from the other floor? No, her hair was different. That can't be her. Touch my Wi-Fi safe point. Because that's literally what it's like when they get close to it. It just connects. Please pick up the thing, Choushiro. You know what? You really need to stop that. It's a joke. They're like, it's so funny. They don't laugh like that, but you know what? They might as well. Man, I got so much points from that shit. I only had like 15,000. Now I have 100,000. How the hell did I even get that many? They're like, you own them so hard that you... Over 1,000. Over 100,000. Damn, I'm guessing. Look at that. 100,460. Bro, I be fucking swimming in them points. No. You didn't hear that. Yeah, that's fucked. That's fucked up. Human covers what looks like a corpse. One of the masks found everywhere in this building has been placed on it. I don't know why his flashlight, when you use it in viewfinder, it makes everything harder to see. That's a tiny candle. Did you see how small that shit was? Alright, so postmortem report, Tomoko Hinuma. So, Hinuma Tomoko is a female. Cause of death, drowning. Circumstances of death, found floating in Rogetsu Hall pool by a nurse. She was already dead from cardiopulmonary arrest at the time of discovery. Additional notes, deceased reported to have entered state of agitation at the same time Tsukibaki Tono collapsed on the night of the Kagura and developed moonlight syndrome thereafter. Note left at scene indicates suicide. Yeah, so that's the girl I kept talking about when I kept saying the girl who had failed the ceremony before Sakuya Haibara. That's her name. Her name was Tsubaki Tono. I even said it in one of my other videos. I think the last video, or the video before that. No, I think it was my last video. where I kept saying that her name was Tono. I got her last name, but I forgot what her first name was. Typical case of someone losing themselves at the Kagura and not coming back. Signs of budding harvest phase. So that's the remake. The original version says autopsy result, name Tomoko Hinuma, cause of death drowning, death report discovered floating in the Rigetsu Hall pool by a nurse. She had already entered into cardiac arrest when she was discovered. Notes: on the night of the Kagura, there were reports of confusion at the time Tsubaki Tono fell unconscious. The Luna Sedeta crisis began on the night of the Kagura. A scrawled note was found. It appears to be a suicide note. A typical example of returning to normal after losing oneself within the Kagura? Question mark. Traces of budding. The face was removed from the body. That's where they're like harvest face. Yeah, that's a jump scare. Go, 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 go. Fuck, I missed him. I don't even think you can get that picture of him. Fucking whatever. I don't think you can, because when my friend played this, he tried to get that photo of him too, and he couldn't. I don't know if it's set up to where you can, but I feel like there's not enough time for you to run around to actually do it. This is a jump scare. Alright, so let's check out this bag. So, erroneous documents. Alright. So let's compare this to the original. So, serious errors have been found in records concerning sudden deaths of patients. As such, the specified reports are to be destroyed immediately using the incinerator in the back garden of the Haibara Infirmary. Like, what the fuck? And then the original version says, notice, there are deficiencies in the records of the recent deaths. Regarding designated records, incineration must be carried out immediately. Please use the incinerator in the backyard of the old building for this purpose. Like, you see how the original version is completely different? Oh yeah, backdoor key. That is... Do I know where that is? Hold on. Fuck me, that is the right button. Hold on. So, I'm downstairs. I'm currently in the basement. Where was that? That wasn't the, first floor? The back door. It's not showing up. Second floor? Third floor. Courtyard. Courtyard 2. Connecting passage. High bar, infirmary, bottom floor. That's where I'm at. First floor. What the fuck is that? The way these maps are drawn are cute. Yeah, it is. I've been here. That was that door that was locked before. I know exactly where I am then. So we go back down to the infirmary on the first floor. That leads me back into the main hall section. Then we go into that operating room where that doctor guy kept trolling me. And then we go around that table where that girl fought me. And then we go around here where... This is, I think, in part 4 or 5. Where he was like, I've been to the Kagura. And he was like, he's been there and stuff. And then I got a key. And then that was the door that was locked. That I couldn't get to. I like how I'm drinking 2 different brisk teas. I have my brisk lemon tea. And then I have a brisk... strawberry melon tea, and I'm drinking them both at the same time. Shouldn't be mixing shit like that. Okay. Investigation Choushiro's. Yeah, there was 2 tapes left here by him. Does this count? The curse has been lifted! I have freed you from your suffering, but I cannot free myself. Don't need to worry about it. Tsubaki Tono. Wait, that can't be her. That can't be her. That can't fucking be her. What the fuck? That's one of the main boss ghosts that she's the one who's been following me around. That can't be her. What the fuck? What are you, cereal? Is a word I use for serious? Or you can say it in Japanese and be like, Maji. Hamaji? The way they also say it like that. Hold on a moment. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I guess this is Tsubaki Tono. I'm trying to find the transcript because, like I said, I pulled up all of the text that you find in the game. I have all the text pulled up from the original version. And I'm trying to find where at in the game the tonal file is. I guess there is time for you to run up and get that picture of Haibara. It says that it is when he's talking over her. It says that you do have enough time to run up and snap a photo of him. But I literally tried and it wouldn't let me do it. This be some bullshit. I'm trying to find the original text and I can't. How could this be? Well, anyway, so Tono Tsubaki is a female. Nurse occupation, Rugetsu Hall. Circumstances of death, collapse while performing the role of the vessel during the Rugetsu Kagura. Witnesses reported that she was already dead when they rushed to help her. Cause of death, postmortem failure to reveal any disease or injury. Suspect heart failure, but this diagnosis is inconsistent with the condition of the body. Additional notes. Face could not be identified. Cause unknown. Fortunately, deceased did not blossom. Did rite of descent affect Kagura? Death possibly caused by mask. Report to Master Yomosuke. So Yomosuke is Ruka's father. Ruka's father was the one who made all the masks and shit, so it was the mask who killed her. But this can't be her. And how could her body still be preserved like this? I find this to be fucking blasphemous. Hold on. I know they're gonna come for me as soon as I walk out that fucking door. Sacred water to purify my daughter. Don't have one of those. Let's see. We did pick up 2 tapes. Sato Mizunoe. She was the one. A woman who was glad to serve the Haibara family. She kept an eye on the visitors to the island on behalf of Haibara. Oh, she's one of those. Fucking suck up. This is the guy who attacked me. Takahisa Kozuhi. A masked artisan and apprentice to Soya. He was terrified that his master had done unthinkable things in his obsession with his ancestor Soetsu. Soetsu is Soya's father. So, in the original Japanese version, the way they spell their names is different. Because Soya was actually S-O-U-Y-A. But then they changed it to what it is now. And it's the same thing with Yo Haibara. His name was Y-O-U. Like as in you. But it's not said like you. I think it's said like Yo. It is said like Yo. It's supposed to be Yo. Kagagari. I was calling her Kaoru because she is Kaoru, but that's not Kaoru. Kaoru is the other girl. In one of my other videos with Misaki with phase 4, phase 5 twin faces, when I fought her, I kept calling her Kaoru, but I don't think she's Kaoru. Kaoru is someone else. This Kaoru is the doll, I think. Because this is Kageri Sendo. Kageri is the doll. She made the doll to look like herself in place of her twin sister. Because Kageri had a twin sister who died. So she made a doll to look like her doll. To look like her sister. And she calls the doll me. It even says that right there. Kageri Sendo calls it me and dotes on it. And then it says she waters Rogetsu Hall with the doll called me, which symbolizes her twin sister. And then that was the guy who attacked me when I was doing the thing with, I went into a tiny room with Ruka, and that guy he was hard to fight though. He really was. He was like owning the shit out of me. So Yuzo Takemura. Patient who died after having an apparatus fitted to his head. After death, he still wanders the underground laboratory in agony. He was the one that was all up in my face, and I was like, you're kind of cute, aren't you? Tsubaki Tono checks the door on the mortuary on her rounds, but little does she know how soon she herself will be on the other side. Yeah, I think she's the one. Because I kept saying in one of my other videos, because after the ritual failed, right? They said she wandered around after she budded. She had wandered around. And everyone who had saw her had died. Like, she was so powerful that when she budded, anybody who saw her would just instantly die. Or they themselves would blossom and bloom and have their faces become distorted. And I'm pretty sure that the one who was wandering after the ritual failed was her. Because Sakuya Haibara, the main Dr. Haibara's daughter and Yo Haibara's sister, she, after her ritual failed, she fell into a coma because she had participated in the Kagura twice. In the first one, the mask did something to her, and she became affected with the Getsuyu syndrome, where she was losing all her memories, and she was still affected with it when they asked her again. They asked her to become the vessel, the Utsuwa. They asked her to do it again. So on her second ceremony participation, she had bloomed, and her mask had splintered and cracked, and she had went like psycho. And they said that she fell into a coma after. So that's why I'm saying that couldn't have been her, the one who was wandering around the islands like cursing people. It wasn't her, because if she fell into a coma, it wouldn't have been her. And it also makes sense why she wasn't affected, because if she was asleep in a coma, only those who had looked at her were affected. And I think the one that was roaming around causing all the other patients and all the other people on the island to die and to blossom or to bud or bloom, they all mean the same thing. I'm pretty sure that it was Tsubaki Tono. She had to have been the one who was roaming around. And the reason why Sakuya wasn't affected is because she was in a damn coma during it. And the only way you would have gotten affected is if you had stared at her. And if she was in a coma, she didn't even know what was going on. She wasn't aware. So there was no way she would have been able to have looked at Tono. Or Tsubaki. Her name's Tsubaki. I keep calling her by her last name. There would have been no way! Let's play these. So these are... We're missing... Damn it, I'm missing that third one. I really hope I didn't miss the third one, because I should have had it by now. Well, anyway, let's play these, because these are tapes left behind by him. So a tape recorded by Choushiro before the Kagura Rogetsu, a tape recorded by Choushiro on the day of the Kagura, and a tape recorded by Choushiro when he found the missing girls. So we're missing 3. The whole place is in uproar. The Kagura was stopped when the maiden passed out, people screaming. They say she blossomed. Rite of descent, Kiraiko. What are they talking about? September 17th, we're going to stage. I couldn't see Haibara in the crowd watching the Kagura. The stage was completely still after the ceremony with no one allowed in or out. Looks like my instincts were wrong on this one. But I won't give up. He could still be here, hiding away somewhere, waiting. I'll conduct a search tomorrow. After all, it's not a large island. If Haibara is here, he must have left some tracks that I can follow. September 17th, Haibara Infirmary. They've examined the body of the Kagura maiden. She seems to have had a heart attack. The verdict is sudden death due to unexplained causes. September 17th, Haibara Infirmary Mortuary. I've heard there's an old tradition on the island. They put the strange masks on their faces of the dead. The air about this place, it feels wrong, not a pleasant place to be in at all. I have to confirm the identity of the body. They're saying that I shouldn't look, but I'm having them to remove the mask so I can make sure that this is the Shrine Maiden. Her face distorted beyond recognition. What the hell happened? I'm taking a photo of this. Dental records have confirmed that the identity of the body, it's her, alright. Fucking Choushiro, bro. He's like, I'll get fucking photo evidence. Okay. Then that must have been like the image that I took. I'm trying to figure out how I'm missing that third tape. I think it might have been back in one of the other tunnels. Shit. Well, you know what? I think I might have skipped over it, but okay, now I found it. That transcript for the Tono body. But I can't really remember what the remake said. The original says Tsubaki Tono nurse that gets a hall report death performed as the Utsuwa, which means the vessel, performed as the Utsuwa of the Rogetsu Kagura dance, collapsed during the middle of the dance, cause unknown. According to the testimonies, by the time the crowd had reached her, she was already dead. Cause of death, autopsy results do not indicate any external injuries or diseases. There was a suspected heart attack, but this has not yet been confirmed as the cause. Further notes, we cannot determine the condition of her face. The cause for this is unknown. Simultaneous deaths of the Shrine Maidens. Did the ceremony of passage impact the festival? Was it caused by the mask which was used? Usage of the masks has long been taboo. So there's people believing that it was the mask that killed her. And I'm trying to remember if it actually was. And you know what? I can't remember if it was. Alright, fourth one. September 29th at the police substation. Got a tip-off about the missing girls from someone connected with the infirmary. It might be nothing, but I'm going to check the place out one more time. September 29th, Haibara Infirmary. Found the girls in a place underneath Haibara Infirmary, all 5 physically unarmed. But when I found them, I know it was dark. I must have imagined it. When you saw their faces bloomed when they all turned and looked at him. Their faces. Yeah, Kiraiko, rite of descent. Passage of descent. Rite of descent. That phrase again. What does it mean? Yeah, that was, he was recording when he found them. And that was Ruka's voice as a child in the background saying Kiraiko. So it actually means rite of descent, but the actual correct translation is ceremony of passage. That's what that means. I don't know why they keep translating it and throwing it all over. It's like they don't change the Japanese, but they keep changing the wording. They keep saying, oh, it's rite of descent, but I think it's actually ceremony of passage. But, you know, like, fucking whatever, right? Whatever you wanna believe, I ain't even gonna stop you from trying. That guy's like, let me approach you one more time. The guy that's gonna come out the door. So Tsubaki Tono, she was 23. She was a nurse. Born on the mainland, worked at the Rogetsu Hall, chosen to be the vessel, or the Itsuwa, in the Rogetsu Kagura ritual dance. Collapsed and died during the Kagura, cause of death never determined. They literally just said she died of a heart attack. Fucking. Difficulty to identify her body due to the distortion of her face. Postmortem notes, rite of descent, as possible cause of death. They keep changing this shit. First they say, oh, she had a heart attack. Then they say, no, the mask killed her. Then they said her face became distorted. They need to, like, fucking make up their mind on what actually killed this woman. Was it the mask or a heart attack? Make up your fucking mind. Shigeta Haibara's involvement. A room at the infirmary had a hidden passage to the cave where the girls were found. Director Haibara had denied any kind of involvement with the abductions, but he is clearly the man behind them. But why? Because he's a son of a bitch. So, the Forbidden Kagura. Does the rite of descent have an effect on the Rogetsu Kagura? Was the rite being performed in secret at the same time as the Kagura was held in the open? Yes. There was two different things going on. They had the dance on one side to distract people from another more sinister ritual that was secretly happening underground. But you know, like, whatever, right? So what are the summaries? So we did Void, The Lost Day, so Void, The Warp Face in the Mirror, the panic-inducing music that echoes through Rogetsu Hall. Just what kind of treatments were being carried out here and why? Why do the former patients still haunt the corridors? With doubts and questionings racing through her mind, Ruka reaches a familiar room. This was her room all those years ago. Already read that. Searching for Madoka, Misaki finds herself in her own room at Rogetsu Hall and discovers a photo of herself as a child alongside a woman with no face. Does this woman have any connection with the girl in black? Misaki feels that if she could have only meet this woman, her own past would become clear. My special friend. That couldn't have been Mia, because the girl that they were showing in that flashback of her, that was Sakuya. And Sakuya is the main boss ghost who keeps trolling me around the hallways when I play as Ruka. So when Ruka hears the music box in her room, childhood memories come flooding back. Her family, home, her mother, Sayaka, and her father, mask artisan Soya, whose face she is still unable to remember. Coming back to reality, she finds the organ mask made by her father. This same mask had been placed on Ruka's face by her abductor 10 years previously. It was Yohei Bara who put it on her. Reading her mother's diary, Ruka discovers that Sayaka suspected her husband of planning to use the missing girls in some kind of ritual and of being involved in the whole kidnapping incident. Ruka now knows why her mother left her father. But when she stands in the cave beneath Haibara Infirmary, she is overwhelmed by the feeling that she has been there before. Yeah, and then at the end, she's like, oh, this is nice. I feel like I'm melting. And she's like totally getting off to the cave moonlight. I'm not gonna go there. And that's literally what fucking happened. She was like, oh, this is great. I'm serious, if you didn't see the last video. What she says, and I was like, don't say that. Because she's like, oh, this feels good or something. And I was like, stop. Please stop. I can't take shit like that seriously. Are those the photos I took with her? Yeah, they are. He was the one where I was like, you're cute. I was like, you're cute, aren't you? So his name is Yuzu or Yuzo? My fucking ghost power going ballistic. Look at it. Da-da-da, look at my doll in a tree. Ruka. Pierce lens. Connecting passage exhibition corridor. I like how it doesn't, the subject, it doesn't, because it's the doll. Takahisa Kozuki. Yeah, it is Yuzo Takamura. It's another fucking Take name. Every character that has a name Take winds up becoming one of my favorite characters, you know, like Hanbei Takenaka, like that. There's the Take name again, and there's been some other characters named like Tanaka. That those names in particular, either Takenaka or Tanaka, it's like they always wind up becoming somebody important to me at some point, and I don't understand why. But you know, like whatever, right? Come on. I know you're gonna do it. The moment I open this door, he's gonna come right through that fucking thing. Watch. Watch this. Watch. Enough! I've had enough of your shit! I say as I raise my hands to the fucking screen. I killed him so hard! Oh, shit. I've had enough, though. I really have. I've had enough of that shit. Am I supposed to follow her? Tsubaki! Tsubaki! Am I supposed to follow her? I'm gonna hit my save point. Hold on. Let me activate the Wi-Fi save lamp. Because sometimes the ghosts in this game, they lead you. Sometimes when they show up and they do shit like that, you're supposed to follow them. Not always, but I want to say 90% of the time, yes. They're there for a reason. They don't just appear out of nowhere. I mean, they do, but in most cases, they appear because you're supposed to follow them. I think you follow her for a while down a corridor, because the corridor that she takes you to, I tried going there as Ruka and it wouldn't let me. So I need to have the right lens because she's gonna show up several times and you need to follow her. Because like I said, there's things in this game in particular versus the other Fatal Frames where, like, the other Fatal Frames you can miss stuff as well. You can miss things. These games sometimes they're too quick, and if you've never played them before and you don't know what the hell you're doing, you will miss them. So she was probably the one who went around the island causing the deaths of all the others. I wonder, it had to have been her. This is fucking weird. I'm gonna walk like this because I think she appears several more times. Did he hit it? The controls aren't responding. There must be somewhere I can switch the power on. And it's gonna show me. Something has appeared. Do I know where that is? The only room I know that has boxes like that and powers like that was the one room where I kept going there with Ruka and I kept getting attacked by shit. I wonder if that's the room they want me to go to. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm trying to remember where that room was. Oh yeah, there's a good jump scare that comes up in a moment. Yep. Okay. A dark, murky room with a power switchboard on the wall. Because we were on the other side of this grate before. Why would I need to open this? We already know how to get to this other side. Why would I want to do this? What? Huh? Thanks for that, I guess. Yeah, there's a jump scare coming up, so for people who are not used to that, I'm gonna warn you right now. Now. Or was it the other door? Shit. I think it was the other door. Ah. What the fuck? That was weak. But they're gonna come for my ass. Wait. 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 No. Oh. Hold on. Is it just you, or do you have a friend? Hey, 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 back up off me. There's multiple. Oh, hello. Oh. Can you see that I am working here? I am a fucking detective. Damn, no people fucking appreciating my line of work. Still hear them doing their ghost bullshit. Do you hear them making like weird moaning sounds? Okay. Okay. No, wait. Please. What are you doing? Stop. I'm probably like backing up in there. That's good. Good enough to make me kill you. I am a detective! Stop! I'm trying to fucking do things here. Damn you fucking... What the... You know, it's just, it's never gonna end. It's never gonna stop. They're never gonna stop doing that. They're like, we know you're trying to do things, but let us just show up and fucking ruin your... They don't go away, by the way. The whole time you stay in this area, they will just keep respawning. I remember this area kind of being annoying because you try to come down here to find that panel and they're like, let us come through the wall and the ceiling and the ground and the ha 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 ha. Also, let me think. I'm trying to remember if there was a doll around here or not. I don't think so. Cause you can tell if the ghosts are still there, cause you can still hear them making stupid fucking sounds. I'm trying to remember if there was a doll around here. I don't think so. Can you Can I move? Oh, what joystick is this? What is this? Why would it be that? It's behind me, but... Man, it is hella dark in here. Open the shutter. I feel like his flashlight makes it so hard to see. Are they talking about the shutter that I was looking? Oh no, the shutter gate. I'm an idiot. That was weird when I was looking through the peek hole. It was not the right joystick that you think or thought that it would have been. Kind of weird that it controls like that. I don't know why. Why would you do that to me? Ha 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 ha. Alright. Yeah, there's still something blue glowing in these halls. Normally it glows when there's something you can pick up. That's why I'm like trying to go slow. So reacting to this. Yeah. So let's look at the transcript for this. It's like I was saying, I have all the text pulled up for the original version versus what this version is, so we can compare it. So we've accidentally excavated out from the bottom floor lift shaft into the pre-level passage, so work has been stopped for the time being. In the past, we came up against this passage while building the room under the director's office. What the hell is he thinking? Taking the same kind of risk twice? The ancients of the island forbade the excavation of buildings underground. If the old primeval passage is disturbed, then the moonlight won't reach. This page has been torn out. So the original version says, our work was temporarily halted. Some of the tunnels known to be beneath the island were found, and this has stopped our expansion. When this hospital was first built, the director's office was put in the basement. What did the director think when they hit these tunnels? On the island, been a cultural taboo for some time. Was it because of these tunnels? In one of the tunnels, I noticed that the moonlight was filtering through from, and then it says, writing on the page has been interrupted. Or it's been torn out. The page is torn at this point. Oh, I don't understand. The director's office was in the basement. Are they sure about that? Because we were in his office in one of my other videos, the one where we moved that bookshelf thing, and that was not in the basement, or was it? Doll? Hello? Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. She's right there. She's right there. The curse has been lifted! Whoa! I have freed you from yourself. Purple medicine to kill the ghosts and their sin. Something I've been saying for years. They're gonna troll me. I hate hanging out down here because you get attacked non-stop. They literally do. You will get attacked repetitively by them down here, and that's why I hate coming here. Every time I get to this point in the game, I'm just like, are you fucking serious? Because they're annoying. You're trying to like explore stuff and open stuff, and they're like, oh, we see you're trying to advance. Let us just show up and fucking fly through the walls because we don't give a shit. We're dead. Trying to get the jump on me, are you, dear?